we wanted to provide some information for all of you. Some of you in the room are participants in the grant. Some of you have some interest in the grant. Some of you are high school students who are like, I don't even know what you're talking about with this grant. But Muleshoe ISD and Springlake Earth ISD are part of the Grow Your Own grant through TEA, which gives us the opportunity to help people who want to become teachers. So we get to provide some funding and some help with the tuition piece and let you work in our districts as you're going through that process. And so we just want to, welcome you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the Muleshoe ISD administration and the Springlake Earth ISD administration. And also thank you for Texas Tech for coming. And thank you to all of you. You're all super important. Those of you who are in the grant, we're thankful for your hard work. And our high school students who want to become teachers, you're like where our heart is, because we know like our future teachers are sitting in our seats. Our teachers who come to our district and stay in our district are the ones who are from our communities, and so that's why you're super important to us. So we just want to give you some more information and have a little bit of time to talk and ask questions, and just thank those of you who are already participating in the grant. So at this time, both of the superintendents from both Muleshoe ISD and Springlake Earth are going to just give you just a brief kind of overview about why they think this opportunity is important and why they want the Grow Your Own initiative to stay in place and keep going. So we're going to start with Dr. Richards from Muleshoe ISD. He is our superintendent. He's going to click his buttons.
So this Grow Your Own was such an interesting issue for us to start with. And so actually, when this happened, you know, you have to have a partnership. And when you have a partnership, you have to have good people with you. And so I've got Dr. Sheets, the former superintendent here at Muleshoe. Notice he's in excruciating pain. And I don't know if it's because Dr. Crum has his arm around him, squeezing on his shoulder or what, but because we've had that partnership with Springlake Earth, and Dr. Sheets and Dr. Crum had a great relationship, and I appreciate Dr. Crum and his friendship and us being able to do this together. Because actually, when we tried to start this, actually started November 2018. And I'm going to show you all the school districts that we tried to get involved at one time. Springlake Earth, and then we had Littlefield, and then Olden, and then Freona. We were trying to gather as many different people that we thought might work together. But guess what? It all just came out, Muleshoe and Springlake Earth. And so we were real tickled about giving this letter of support, and I appreciate Springlake Earth for all their work. And of course, some legislators were involved, and this is one of our legislators are here. And let's see, what else do I have here? Okay, and then we had Dr. Ridley at TTU. Now, Texas Tech University, he passed away last year, but Dr. Hammond from Texas Tech was a great asset to us. And actually, when they started this off, it was about Texas Tech 2+1. And so that's how it kind of started off. It evolved to go to TEA as the Grow Your Own. And so when I was trying to get with Dr. Crum to do this, then I said, hey, it's Grow Your Own. And he goes, I know you're from New Mexico, but are you from Colorado? Grow Your Own? Okay, maybe not everyone got that. But he's the Church of Christ, and so I am too. And so we figured out that wasn't really what it was about. And Martin Winchester from CEA was also instrumental in us getting involved in this. So this was the different pathways, and so we had to pick the right pathways that fit best for Springlake Earth and for Muleshoe. And then we got the grant award finally here, and had all the list of schools that were involved. And then we had some media involved, and we appreciate Channel 6 and all the things that happened there. And I appreciate Mrs. Heathington and Mrs. King for working so hard and diligently to lead this Grow Your Own path to help us develop better and stronger teachers in our schools. Then they had kind of different charts, and so you can see Muleshoe ISD and Springlake Earth, and how we were trying to get the who, what, when, where, why, get it all organized. And so there was a lot of different things going on there, and it took some organization and some understanding, because we thought some things were going to happen one way, and then they decided no, it's going to be a different way. And so a lot of good collaboration and good communication really helped. And then we had we have 3 Cheyennes in our school district, and 2 of them are sitting right back there. So 66% of the Cheyennes in the school district are, you can grow your own. And then once you become part of the Muleshoe or Springlake Earth family, then all the teachers do training together. And this was a big training that we had in Fort Worth. And so, was that Dallas? Fort Worth. So teachers having fun, training and learning together, and so that's the kind of things you'll be rewarded with in the future. So that's my part about Grow Your Own, and I want to introduce Dr. Crum at this time, and he'll give a little brief about how Springlake Earth has enjoyed the program.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. We won't speak long to you. I'll say a few maybe things a little different. Well, that light is very bright, isn't it? I do appreciate your friendship and also the vision to see the need for a program like this. So for one, for us, the immediate need is a lack of teachers within our community, especially good teachers. And we want to do it twofold through this program, accomplish 2 goals. One, be able to have excellent teachers for our school district, but also give a career path to our students that may not have considered going into teaching. For our particular district, we could not have done that without Miss Roman in the back. Miss Roman is somebody that we really like for the kids. She's an excellent teacher, and she cares about kids and a great role model and mom. But also went back and earned her degree, got her teaching certificate, and was a great example of what programs like this can do. And so for us as administrators, the best thing we can do for you kids is put great teachers in front of you. And that's what we hope you consider. For those of you that are, we hope to give you an idea of what it would really be like, and for you to consider the impact that you can have on other kids. I mean, it's awesome. There's probably not a more difficult profession you can go into, but there's not a more rewarding profession. And so we really do appreciate the partnership with Tech and Dr. Richards in reaching out and doing this. It was really through his leadership. He's been very nice to say things about Springlake Earth in our district, but really we just kind of latched on to Muleshoe. We appreciate that. We appreciate you guys letting us kind of use your resources to help us get as a smaller district. So we're most appreciative of that. But we hope today that the program is to grow great young men and women to become teachers to bless this district and to bless our district and even those around us. The only district that we agree that you cannot go if you do become a teacher is Sudan. I think we're all in agreement on that. I hope you didn't say No, we just hope to give our kids an opportunity, and then for us to be able to have a resource for good teacher pool to come into our schools, and then also a profession that you guys will never regret going into. We really bless people. So, but I don't know that I have much more to say, except thank you for letting us be a part of this and for your willingness to partner with us. So,
thank you for partnering with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we, just like Springlake Earth, we have an amazing education and training pathway in our high school. And we're very fortunate to even be able to offer dual credit classes in that realm through South Plains College, and Ms. McCamish will teach those classes for us. So we love that that's a part of our high school. They're working in our elementaries. We have Ms. Burris with us. She's our elementary principal. They are gracious to let our kids go work in their buildings and learn the trade of teaching. So it's not brand new on day one, because I think that is the biggest challenge of the teaching profession is you don't know what you're getting until you get in there, and it's full of blessings and it's full of challenges, but we want to prepare our students so even before they walk out of high school, they have some knowledge in education and training. At this time, Donna Brasher is going to come up. She's from Texas Tech University, so we're super thankful you're here today. She is going to talk to you about what Tech's program looks like, because this is the program that our students will go through as they're part of the grade. So Donna, we appreciate you being here, and thank you so much.
And I saw on your agenda you were going to have the students that are in the program stand up.
If you're currently in the Grow Your Own program, would you please stand? Okay. You have to, Ms. Garza, you have to.
I'll stand out of the spotlight. Thank you all for letting me come today. I'm excited to be here. Muleshoe ISD and with Springlake or with ISD, to talk to you a little bit about our 2+1 pathway. So are any of you wondering, well, why Texas Tech? Why aren't there other universities here? Well, because Texas Tech is the best. But we, a few years ago, created a program that we call Tech Teach Across Texas, and the students started calling it 2+1. And the reason is because you can go to the community college and complete an Associate of Arts in Teaching degree in 2 years, and then you're able to complete your bachelor's degree through Texas Tech in just 1 year taking classes online, and then completing your clinical part, or what we call student teaching, in your local school district. So if you don't have time or resources to come to Lubbock and go through the Texas Tech campus for 4 full years, then there's a pathway for you to do that. Because what we found is a lot of people wanted to be teachers, they just couldn't find a way to make that happen. They didn't have the money or the time, and so the program was created for maybe a more non-traditional student who didn't want to leave their home or couldn't maybe afford to leave their home and come to Lubbock for 4 years. So the great pathway, we worked really hard with South Plains College. All of the courses in their Associate of Arts in Teaching program, or AAT, are online. So you can complete that 66 hours there, and then our program is 54 hours. And it takes a lot of support from the school districts that we're working with to do that. We have a person called a site coordinator, and in this area that's Mrs. King. And so she's embedded in the schools with you. She goes through a lot of training, a lot of intensive training to become a site coordinator, because we have high expectations for our program. You could probably go through any college to complete a bachelor's degree and get a certificate in teaching. You might complete an alternative certification program, but it was important for us that when we train a teacher that you're prepared to start on your very first day. And we say that our candidates are like 2nd and 3rd year teachers when they start. So when you guys finish, I hope you prove us right. And we have lots of research and evidence that shows that we are right. So you're ready to start on that very first day. I know when I started 100 years ago, I didn't know what I was doing on my first day, and I had to depend on people around me. So it was our mission to make sure that that didn't happen. That we were connecting what you learn in your college classrooms to what you're doing in the K through 12 classroom. So that was really, really important for us. And I know you may have some questions for me about what that looks like. I did bring some flyers I'll have on the back table for you. This one talks about the Tech Teach Across Texas program, which is the 2+1, community college for 2 years, bachelor's program in 1 year. And then it talks about our regular program as well. And then this flyer just talks about the Tech Teach Across Texas, and it has information about our recruiter, who's Anna Hatton. And so if you have more questions, or if you want to send us a transcript, if you are taking AP classes, or you're already going to community college and you want to say, well, what does the rest of my path look like? If this is what I really want to do, how do I get there? You can contact Anna. Her email and phone number on here. Send us your information, and we'll be happy to send you back what that plan might look like for you to be able to finish. So those will be on the table. I'm happy for you to pick those up. Do you all have any questions for me about just what it might look like? Not know what to ask. So let me tell you just a little bit more, and then I will stop talking. So the program is literally 1 year. So you would start in July. You take one online class, and then you work with Mrs. King or the site coordinator, and then you go to teaching class. And that's your orientation for what it's like to be a teacher. And from that point forward, then you're in the classroom either 3 to 4 days a week, completing 15 to 18 hours a semester of online coursework. And our program is hard, and we make no apologies for that, because we want you to be successful and we want you to stay in the classroom. Research shows that beginning teachers leave within their first 3 to 5 years. And Dr. Crum and Dr. Richards don't want you to leave in 3 to 5 years. They want you to stay, because it's important for you to be there to make a difference for the students in your community, and that's why it's important to us. So it is a difficult program. You can probably find an easier one, but you will be well prepared when you leave our program, and you'll have lots and lots and lots of support getting through the program. So I'm here if you have questions that you think of after, and please feel free to pick up any information, and I'll be happy to answer any other questions. Thank you all for inviting me today. I'm happy to come out.
At this time, Ms. alternative certification pathway for this program, because while we love that we have a program that allows you to get a full bachelor's degree, we know some people already have a bachelor's degree and are kind of looking for a route to teaching after that. So Ms. Heathington, you'll come speak on alternative certification and our mentoring program.
Welcome, thank you all for coming. I know many of you in the audience may have taken another route and you've gone to college and you have a lot of hours and thought you wanted to maybe be in business or marketing or something, and then you come to a point in your life and you realize that, you know, I kind of missed my calling. I wish I had become a teacher. Well, the Grow Your Own also supports alternative certification. And so if you meet the criteria to be a part of the Grow Your Own grant and have a bachelor's degree already in another field, you could become a part of the grant through alternative certification. So there are many alt-cert programs out there. Most of them are generally alike. There's a few differences in some of them, but basically you go through modules that help you with classroom management and just education in general. You take a test in your area or field that you'll be teaching, whether it be elementary or secondary science or math, something like that. And then you'll go through a year of teaching. And then at the end of the year, you take your PPR, and then you become certified by SBEC if you've met all the criteria that the alternative certification program requires. Throughout that year, you not only have a mentor through your alternative certification program, but you also have a mentor at the school district. So at Muleshoe, we have developed a mentoring program for all first and second year teachers, regardless if you have done your student teaching and you've gone through a traditional certification through the college, or if you are coming to us through alternative certification. We're going to support you through the mentoring program. We're going to support you for 2 years with a teacher that will work alongside of you, as well as Mrs. King and myself. And there's several different things that we do throughout the year. We do some trainings, we do some book studies, we do lots of observations and feedback, just to help you feel successful and be successful through those first 2 years, because it's tough to enter the education in classroom regardless of the route that you take to get there, and we want to provide all the support that we can. So if you have any questions about that, I'll be happy to answer those this evening. We just want to thank you for being here. We thank you for the support to both of these school districts, and we're here to answer any questions that we have. Feel free to talk to anybody in the room, and thank you for coming.
Please enjoy some refreshments.
Yes, please.
Thank you to
Large and in charge.
Yes. This Friday, that's Friday was our second week. So maybe after a week this week. Yeah.
So they just rotate them now, or how do you get?
When they go to rotation, so we do the first grade, all first grade, and then second grade.
Okay.
First grade comes in the morning, and the second grade in the afternoon.
Hi, how are you?